How do I start this? I've gotten a lot of responses in my DMs from my previous videos along the lines of, how do I start to fix my life? How do I get to where you are? How do I overcome what I'm going through? I want to preface this by saying it is absolutely possible for you to do anything and be anything in this life. I genuinely believe that. And the reason why I believe that so much is because the person you see right now, the 36-year-old who lives in his apartment in Tokyo, had the freedom to move here, has the ability to travel the world, is confident, is sure of himself, has quality relationships around him, has gotten a chance to experience nice things. All of this came from so much hard work and agony. I was not anywhere in this place, not near anywhere this place before. And I think much like many of you guys where you might be right now, the place that I started from was a place that I would consider a very dark, miserable, sad place that I knew I absolutely did not want to be. And that's why I'm confident, because I was someone who was not given anything special in life. I was not given any handouts, any free pass, any benefits, any bonus. And I am in such a privileged and lucky and blessed position today. There are many reasons how you get here, but what I want to share with you is the one thing that needs to happen. And the one thing that needs to happen is you need absolute awareness of where you are right now, what kind of situation you're in right now. And the second thing is understand where you are going. I grew up in a very terrible childhood home. My father used to yell, beat, just a terrible person. Every memory I have of him is like this overbearing dark shadow full of negativity. Whether we were in public or at home, whenever he lost his temper, we would get it. I could see where I was, a shy, timid, scared person, because I didn't have this proper family setting. And I could tell that the longer I was going to be in that home, the longer I allowed my dad to be the type of person he was, the more I was going to be pushed down a path where I was going to be scared for the rest of my life. I would not have confidence. I could tell already that from small things, from when I would get off the bus and I would walk home, I would be worried that he would be in the driveway in a bad mood, and my friends walking beside me would see, and then he would start yelling at me, and then it would just be so embarrassing. And every time I got off the bus, when I was walking back home, I was praying that he wasn't in the driveway. I was praying that he wasn't in a bad mood. And that's how I discovered, okay, I need to fix myself. And what I did in that situation is, I believe I was 9, 10, or 11, very young, and I called a family meeting. I sat my mom, my brother, my dad down, the four of us in the living room, and I remember I was shaking, I was trembling, I was so nervous and scared, because how do you tell your father, at that time, your parents are like giants in your life. They are like such big influences in people. And I was there trembling, shaking him, telling him, you are a bad father. You are doing things to this family where it is not good. It is taking us down a path where we are becoming not healthy people. Like even now, I can't properly describe it. And I know for a fact when I was a kid in that moment, I was crying, I was trembling, I was shaking, I couldn't get the words out properly. And even though he didn't apologize, even though nothing changed after that, what I can tell you is that when you try to make a change, good things will only happen. So even though in my situation, nothing changed after I called that family meeting, I remember distinctly feeling so much weight off of my chest. I remember feeling relieved because up until that point, I held so much anger and just so much anger towards him. After I tried to fix things, I realized I let so much out during that meeting, and I also realized that he wasn't going to understand. So it became very clear what the next move was, and that was for me to start distancing myself from him, to start trying to do what I could to protect my brother and my mom. And I say all this to say, understand where you are, understand where you're heading. And the last thing is, know where you want to go. I know this sounds so obvious, but unless you know where you want to be, how do you expect yourself to get there? Your brain can't even work in your favor to try and work backwards, step by step, of how you can get to become where you want to go. Once you understand these things, you can work backwards and slowly push yourself in the direction of where time will take you, of where your habits repeated will take you. And along the way, you are going to have to constantly reassess, where am I right now? Where am I going? What are my habits? Where are the people around me? What is the influence on me? What is my environment? All of these things, where are they bringing me? Because all of these things have an influence on you. Your habits, the people around you, your self-talk, the information you digest, the media that you watch, the people you see on Instagram, the podcasts that you listen to, the music that you listen to, everything has an influence on you. And over time, analyze, where are these things taking me? And that is, if you are in a difficult place, if you're in a place where you don't want to be, again, a relationship, whatever it is, that is my advice to you. Even now, I'm constantly assessing, where am I? Where do I want to go? What are my actions? Where are my actions going to take me? What are the influences in my life? I hope that was helpful.